been a pleasure to be associated. And when you say thoughts, you want thoughts from my career, cricketing field, or my association?
Which you feel, which is AI related, which you feel that you'd like to give your stance about, could be cricket.
Yeah, you know, I grew up in a generation where there's no AI, and it's come now. So it was about human skill, and I'm sure that's going to be the case always. And as much as you bring in technology, the human skill will always remain. So, having played for the country for a long period of time, being directly connected with ups and downs, and we lived in a world of reality. You know, we had no retakes. You know, if you nicked a delivery outside the off stump, you were out, and you could not come and back the second time. So we've grown up in that life of pressure, of success and failure, and I'm sure it's the same thing with Abhinav and the way he wants to go about his future. It's the same with every corporate world. There's no guarantee for success, and there's no guarantee for failure. You know, it's your work and it's your effort what turns ordinary things into brilliant ones, and what turns failures to successes. Because I believe everybody in this world comes with talent. You know, talent is what you're born with, but what makes you successful is what you do with the talent. And I think that's very important for every young aspirant, whether it's the corporate world or whether it's the sporting world or whether it's the film world or the political world. You know, every profession has its own way of succeeding. And the most common thing for all of them is hard work. If you don't wake up and ready to grind, you will not be successful in any sport. In any aspect of life. You don't be successful sitting in a room. You know, one of the best things, I've been close to a lot of very successful people, not just from the cricketing world, but from the professional world also. You know, the common thing for all of them is that you must learn to get your hands dirty to be successful. You know, business houses who go to the consumers to sell their products, it's not about sitting in the air-conditioned chambers. It's about going to the market, it's about understanding what the consumer wants, what the people who are buying your stuff wants, and then adjusting and adapting and bringing in that stuff. It's about sport as well. You know, if you don't go and train, if you don't go and work hard, you don't go and practice, you don't get successful, because when you train, it makes you confident, or when you train, it makes you fitter, it makes you believe yourself that you can deliver. And you know, the best way to succeed when you want to succeed is doing it over and over again. Because when you keep doing the same thing over and over again, firstly it becomes a muscle memory. Secondly, it makes you believe that I've trained so hard. The only solution for me is to be successful. And when your chips are down, when you're not doing well, when your business is not doing well, it's important to go back to the base level. It's important to understand that what's the basic. The basic is to keep working hard till it succeeds. You know, I've played with some great players. I've seen some great players. You know, I played my entire career with Sachin, and I think he's probably the greatest the world has seen. And he said something. I was watching this video a couple of days ago, and he was talking about practice, and he was talking about training. You know, the best thing he said is that I did not have time to practice. There was no fixed time for practice. I practiced till I became better, and I think that is very important for everyone to understand, that the world is not stuck in a clock. You don't need to be office at 10 o'clock and finish at 5 o'clock to be successful. You know, you work till you become successful. You work till you master the skill of success. And I think that's very important. So for a young professional like Abhinav, I know how much he works. You know, he's on the plane all the time, going from one place to the other. But that's the only way of being successful. You know, I travel a lot, and I see one gentleman, and I'm not going to name him here. I see one gentleman where I bump him on flights most number of times. And I asked him, how do you do it? He said, you know, if I have to run my business, and he's a very successful man. I said, you know, if I have to run my business, I'll have to go to Bombay, I'll have to go to Delhi, I have to attend board meetings there, and that's the only way it can be successful. And I believe that it's your first-hand connection which makes you successful. And with the years, the technology will come in. The world has changed from what it was when I grew up to now. Digital, AI, it's only going to get more and more. You know, that's where people invest their money, that's where people invest their time, and that is where the world is going to go. But that personal connect, that effort and hard work will always remain. So that's what makes successful people. And as I said, I was so happy to be part of IT wish him all the best, and I wish he grows because he's very young. He grows more and more, and in whatever way we can be involved, whatever way we can support, we'll be more than happy to do it.
Thank you so much.
So wish you all the best and wish you all the success.
Honored to be here.
So all that what I spoke for last 20 minutes is success. Is how you become successful. You know, it's about effort, it's about faith, it's about working hard, it's about knowing how to get up when you're down, because over a period of time you'll be down. Nobody has been in the world who's just got success all the time. It doesn't happen. So you'll have to go through the cycle, and how strong and how motivated you are to go through that. So for me, that's what about success. With the negative effects of AI, I need a bit of time to understand that. But I'm sure where this is going to go, I'm sure the people using it, the corporates using it, will use it responsibly. I think Abhinav use it responsibly. I think Abhinav will be able to give a bit more light on that because he's on the technical side of it. But as I said, every new thing has its good and bad, and with time people try and eradicate the bad ones and keep the good ones. And I'm sure it's going to happen. It's a start. You need to start things to understand where it goes. Success just doesn't happen, in one day. So it's a process which you'll have to go through, and I'm sure Abhinav and many other brands which are involved with AI will do that. And I already see that AI is everywhere. It's everywhere, which Abhinav will probably throw a bit more light on.
একটু জানতে চাইবো যে
এটা তো বহুদিন আগেই হয়েছিল. When I was president of the board, I was in that committee to take cricket to Olympics. 2028 it would start. So it's only natural, and I think it will be a great opportunity for all the cricketers to win a medal, to win an Olympic medal. And India is very strong, so I'm sure it will be an opportunity for India to win an Olympic gold in the years to come.
6টা টিম খেলবে বলছে, তো মানে এটা কি একটু টিম কি বাড়ানো যেত, সেটা কি মনে হয়?
আমি ঠিক জানি না, because I'm not that involved anymore. So how it is going to work, how much is the time of the tournament, what is the format of the tournament? I think it's a T20 format. How much is what is the time frame? So that I'm sure 2028 is some time, and they will keep working on it and try and make it good. But I think it's a great platform for cricket. Cricket in Olympics is that we make young players dream of an Olympic medal, gold, silver or bronze. And India is so, as I said, India is so good in cricket that we're very hopeful of something very good.
এখনো পর্যন্ত আইপিএল যতদূর গড়িয়েছে তাতে আপনার কি মনে হয় সেরা 4 দল কোনটা হতে পারে? প্রথম প্রশ্ন। দ্বিতীয় প্রশ্ন হচ্ছে, তারকা ক্রিকেটার ছাড়াও প্রত্যেকটা ফ্র্যাঞ্চাইজিতে প্রচুর আনক্যাপ ক্রিকেটার পারফর্ম করছে, যেটা এই আইপিএলে কিন্তু একটা দারুণ জিনিস। এই দুটো বিষয় যদি একটু বলেন।
It's too early to say who will be the top 4. But Delhi has looked good, Punjab has looked good, Gujarat has looked good, RCB has looked good, but it's still a long way to go. I've seen forms dip after early good starts, and the forms go down. Players' injuries come in, so they lose key players and the form goes down. So it's a long tournament, it's a 2.5-month tournament, so we'll have to wait and see who makes it. Uncapped players, it's always been the case. That's why this tournament has achieved so much popularity, because it gives opportunity to young players. Other than those 15 international players who are always playing for India, it gives opportunities for another 50 domestic players who have not played for India and have just been outstanding. You see the names: Shashank Singh, Ashutosh Sharma, Abhishek Porel, young fast bowlers. Bumrah came from IPL, so young fast bowlers. Priyank Arya for Kings 11 Punjab. They're all first-class players, but what a platform for them to showcase what talent they have. And it's the same with other teams as well, whether it's Gujarat, whether it's RCB, Rajat Patidar, their captain. They've just been absolutely brilliant young spinners. Zishan from Sunrisers, Mumbai as a left-arm spinner. That's why this tournament is so special, because talent without opportunity makes no sense. If you don't get a platform to show what you are, and what IPL does is it provides that platform, which is so good to see.
Thank you, Daru.
Dada, Zafar here. Dada, here. AI is a blessing as well as AI is a curse. So someday Mr. Abhinav may change that jersey, Indian jersey, which you were waving from the balcony of Lords to England jersey. He may change it through AI. What is your take on this?
I'm sure there will be restrictions. I'm sure he'll also have legal implications in mind. And I'm sure somebody as young as him and who wants to do a clean business will try and keep it as honest and clean as possible, because success will only come if you do things the right way. And I'm sure he will understand that, like all of us understand and all of us did. And I'm sure he's going to do that. And being an Indian, I don't think he's going to change Indian jersey to an English jersey. That much guarantee I can give.
And just to add to that, we are doing it the right and ethical way, right? We're actually protecting, and our mission is to actually protect and not do exactly what you said, right? That's why we actually go and talk to people, talk to icons, and actually partner with them, and work in a more of a legal framework and a guardrail framework. So we're exactly the opposite of that. And of course, as I said, we are just starting. We want to build a great business and a big business. So yeah.
Saurabh, a couple of questions on the IPL. When you see MS Dhoni in the IPL, do you think he still can roll back the years? Number one, and are you in favor of home advantage in the IPL?
MS Dhoni can still hit sixes. We saw that in the other game. Obviously, he's 43 years old. You don't expect to see the MS Dhoni what I saw in 2005. That's quite natural. But I think he's still got the power to clear and hit. I don't know what's in his mindset. I don't know what CSK is thinking. And I saw him play the other day, Punjab, and he did hit a few sixes. I think with all his experience, all what he's achieved, he understands the game as good as anybody and will do what is right for CSK. And what was your next question?
Are you in favor of home advantage in the IPL?
Yeah, why not? It depends. It depends on how it goes. I know why you're asking, but I don't want to comment on that. But it depends from individual to individual.
Good afternoon, Mr. Abhinav.
But I just have one, and I know it's a platform. I should not be saying that if MS Dhoni has to play for CSK, he must be captain of CSK. Because MS Dhoni, the captain, is a different beast.